Sir Isaac Newton, born on December 25, 1642, in the small village of Woolsthorpe, England, began life under challenging circumstances. Born prematurely and frail, he was not expected to survive. His father had died 3 months before his birth, and when he was 3, his mother remarried, leaving him in the care of his grandmother. This early loneliness, however, sparked a deep curiosity in Newton, a desire to understand the world around him. From a young age, Newton showed a fascination with how things work. He built models of windmills, water clocks, and even experimented with kites carrying candles. At 18, despite his mother's wish for him to become a farmer, Newton entered Trinity College, Cambridge, where his thirst for knowledge truly began to flourish. He immersed himself in the study of mathematics, astronomy, and philosophy, constantly pushing beyond what was known, asking questions no one else had considered. The Great Plague forced Cambridge to close, and Newton returned home. What seemed like a setback became his year of wonders. During this period, he developed calculus, formulated his theories of optics, and began pondering the forces that govern the universe. The famous story of the falling apple illustrates his realization of universal gravitation, that the same force pulling the apple to the ground was also keeping the moon in its orbit. Newton's insights laid the foundation for modern science. When Newton returned to Cambridge, he was appointed a professor at just 26 years old. In 1687, he published Philosophiae Naturalis Principia Mathematica, or the Principia, which laid out his 3 laws of motion and the law of universal gravitation. This work revolutionized science, explaining both earthly and celestial phenomena with a single, unified theory. Despite facing fierce criticism and opposition from rivals like Robert Hooke and Gottfried Leibniz, who contested his discoveries in optics and calculus, Newton stood firm, driven by a relentless pursuit of truth. Newton's ambition extended beyond academia. In 1696, he became Warden of the Royal Mint, where he tackled the widespread problem of counterfeiting with the same intensity he applied to scientific problems, even personally prosecuting counterfeiters. Later, as president of the Royal Society, he shaped the direction of scientific inquiry in Britain, promoting the work of others while continuing his own research. Throughout his life, Newton remained humble about his achievements, famously saying, "I do not know what I may appear to the world, but to myself, I seem to have been only like a boy playing on the seashore, while the great ocean of truth lay all undiscovered before me." He saw himself not as a master, but as a lifelong student, always seeking, always learning. Newton's legacy is not just in the laws he formulated or the theories he developed, but in his unyielding curiosity and determination to push the boundaries of knowledge. His story teaches us the value of asking questions, of looking at the world with wonder, and of believing that even the most humble beginnings can lead to extraordinary discoveries. Newton reminds us that greatness comes from hard work, persistence, and the courage to pursue the unknown, no matter the obstacles. He showed that when we look beyond the ordinary, we can achieve the extraordinary and, perhaps, change the world.